Hello. Welcome to the Chronicle channel, a channel that presents world history from existing facts. For this first video, we want to tell the history of Palestine from time to time, which is divided into several parts. In part 1 we will discuss the timeline starting from the appearance of the first humans in the land of Palestine to the emergence of the kingdom of Judah and Israel. So without wasting any more time, let me briefly tell you about it in my voice. In 1,500,000 years ago, there were early human positions in Eubadia, the Jordan Valley. These are traces of the earliest migration of Homo erectus out of Africa. In 500,000 to 200,000 years ago, Homo heidelbergensis lived in Zudia cave. In 500,000 to 45,000 years ago, humans inhabited Mount Carmel periodically, where Neanderthals lived side by side with early modern humans, Homo sapiens, 100,000 to 45,000 years ago. In 420,000 to 220,000 years ago, archaic humans occupy the Kizum cave. In 92,000 years ago, Hominini occupied Kafsa cave. In 12,500 BCE, Natufian hunter-gatherer groups began settling in Shukba cave, near Wadi and Natif, and established the first permanent settlement in Jericho around 9500 BCE, giving Jericho the title of the oldest continuously inhabited city in the world. The Natufian group has succeeded in making fine stone tools which they use for hunting, food gathering, and daily activities. Some evidence also suggests that they had conducted early experiments with agriculture. In 4500 BCE, the first wave of migration, called the Gasulian culture, entered the southern Levant including Palestine. They are skilled in ceramic arts and earthenware production. This culture also reflects the transition towards the use of metal, copper, as well as the further development of agriculture and animal husbandry. In addition, the settlement system began to be surrounded by stone walls and began to show trading activity. In 3700 to 2500 BCE, the earliest urban societal and cultural formations emerged in Palestine, possibly influenced by Mesopotamian and ancient Egyptian culture. Some of them can be seen at the Tel Es Sakin site in the Gaza Strip, on the northern bank of Wadi Gaza. In 2500 BCE, attacks by nomads from east of the Jordan River who settled in the hills destroyed part of urban civilization, as well as the influx of cultural influence from the ancient city of Ebla in Syria. In 2000 BCE, Semitic peoples, Canaanites and Amorites or Amuru from the Arabian Peninsula settled in Palestine. Since then, the land of Palestine has been known as the region Canaan. In this year, urbanism reappeared and the region was divided into small city-states, one of which was Hazor. Apart from Canaan and Amorites, Canaan was also influenced by civilizations around ancient Egypt, Mesopotamia, Syria, Phoenicia, Minoan Crete, and the Caucasus. These cultures gave color to life in Canaan until around 1500 BCE. In 1855 BCE, Prophet Abraham emigrated from Mesopotamia to Canaan. In 1800 BCE, Prophet Ishmael, the first son of Prophet Abraham, was born in Canaan. From the descendants of the Prophet Ishmael, the Arab nation was born, one of whom was the Prophet Muhammad. In 1761 BCE, Prophet Isaac, the second son of Prophet Abraham, was born in Canaan. From the descendants of the Prophet Isaac, the Jewish nation was born, including the Prophet David. In 1550 to 1350 BCE, the Canaanite city-states became vassals of the new kingdom of Egypt, at which time the ancient Egyptians called Canaan as Retnu, which means the land beyond, because it was outside Egypt's traditional borders. Political, commercial, and military events toward the end of this period were recorded by Canaanite ambassadors and representative rulers to Egypt in 379 cuneiform tablets known as the Amarna letters. This refers to local tribal chiefs, such as Abdi Heba in Jerusalem who belonged to the Hurrian tribe. In 1310 BCE, the Israelites exodus from Egypt to Canaan, carrying the Ark of the Covenant. In 1200 to 1100 BCE, the Late Bronze Age collapsed due to environmental change, mass migration, and the destruction of cities greatly affected the ancient Near East, including Canaan. The Egyptians withdrew from the area. After the withdrawal of Egyptian troops, Canaan became home to the Israelites and Philistines. During this time, hundreds of small unprotected village settlements were established in Canaan. Many of them are in mountainous areas, such as the people of Israel who have houses with 4 rooms, appearing for the first time. In 1175 BCE, the Philistines who came from the Aegean Sea region settled in Canaan. They founded 5 cities along the Levantine coast and made Gaza their capital. Their territory was known as Philistia. From the name of this nation, ancient historians and the Roman government named Canaan as Palestine, which has survived to the present day. In 1100 to 1001 BCE, the number of villages decreased, offset by other settlements that achieved fortified town status. This is still the impact of the collapse of the Late Bronze Age. In 1000 BCE, the prophet David became king over all the tribes of Israel, replacing Saul and his son, Ishbosheth, where previously he was considered a hero because he succeeded in defeating Goliath, who was a Philistine with a very large and strong body. In 930 BCE, the kingdom of prophet Solomon, son of the prophet David, split into the kingdom of Israel and the kingdom of Judah after his death.